everybody, welcome back to the channel, Model Building Corner. I'm Joe. So as far as the 2005 Escalade is concerned, like I said, I got plenty of time on it, but I want to at least get it mocked up and make sure that it's going to work. And then once I got that far, then I'm going to put it away for a little bit. And I've got a special project that I want to do before I break into any of these other group builds. And I'm not going to announce that right now, but I will announce it shortly. But it's a special project that I want to do. And excuse me, I just ate 4 hot dogs for dinner, so they're repeated on me. But they were generic from Walmart, $1.99 for the package. They weren't bad. You know, I might taste them all night, but they weren't bad. So anyway, let me get you in here and show you what my brain was thinking about today at work, and we'll go from there. All right, so this part is nothing new. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to, because this will be a lot easier, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece off as well. That way I can just run strip styrene all the way around to make like a shelf for the next piece to connect to it. Anyway, I was going to show you, but I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. So I'm going to do that. I started thinking about, once this thing was cut, I can't remember if there was a brace back here or not, but I was concerned about it not being square and working off a cattywampus body. So, going the wrong way, Joe. So what I did was, first I went ahead and I glued in the tailgate. And again, this thing's going to be smooth. I'm going to take that all off of there. Because this isn't going to, I mean, I don't know. It may open, but it's going to be a little popper. So you won't need all of that. I want to clean this body up as much as possible. So I put the tailgate in, and I'm thinking, well, it's still kind of, it moves back and forth. I mean, I want to try to keep everything as square as possible as I'm laying the new styrene. So then I put the chassis in, thinking, yeah, that'll probably keep it square. See, I'm concerned that the back's not square because it's over on this side. So basically, once I get that in there, now this popped out. Come on, what is going on? I just had it. All right, now it's back in, okay? What I'm thinking is, first I need to put this up a little bit so I can stop putting the vehicle up out of your view. So with the chassis in, okay, is it square? Well, the front fenders are square with the outer fender wells, with the inner fender wells. Same thing on the back here, no gaps. So I'm thinking, okay, well, that should be square then. And then I look at this and I'm like, okay, well, it looks square. Does it still move a little bit? It's got a little bit of play. So then I started thinking, maybe I'm going to do like they do on the real cars, because this chassis slides back and forth. So I did find some of these laying around. Don't question it, but yes, they're hair scrunchies. They were in some of my old stuff, okay? Help, because I don't have any big rubber bands or nothing. So that'll hold the chassis in. I was thinking about doing like what they do on the real cars and weld in the cross bracing. So I was thinking if I got 2 cross braces to go from here to here and the same exact size to go from there to there, that should definitely keep it square. But then I'm thinking, I'm probably just overthinking this, and that should be good enough, I would think, right? So that was part of, planning that out from yesterday. Now, here's my second idea I came up with today. What's this thing got? That does any other Escalade not have 2 doors instead of 4 doors? So I started thinking, all right, I am going to I can't. Yes, I can. I'm going to cut this out. I was shaving the door handles anyway. I'm going to have to fill this in a little bit and then just put that little indenture for the door to open. Actually, it's for this door to open. So I won't need that. So I'm going to just extend this door down to here or here. Scribe a new door panel line. And then I might fill this in. Or put a strip up to make a little quarter window. I haven't decided yet. But I'm going to eliminate the pillar altogether. Bring the door down to here. Bring the door from the front. Bring it to about here. Scribe in a new door panel line. Fill that in. That'll be easy. And then obviously fill in these lines. So that was my plan for that. How aggressive is it to do? I don't know. I've never done it before. But then, excuse me, I was going through these parts to put the bumper, to put the rear tailgate on. And then it dawned on me, like, dang, the door cards. So what am I going to do? All right, I figured it out. I am going to cut the front door card like that. And then cut this one like that. And whatever the length of the door is, that's where I'm going to reattach it. So that is my plan. And I'm sticking to it. It looks like the inside of the bed is boxed out, but they have you attaching it to the actual frame, not the vehicle. See, in step 2, it looks like you're building the box with the tonneau cover. But back here, so I was thinking about putting that together real quick and seeing if that'll help keep the rear square, but I'm not going to do that. So that's where I'm at so far. So it's getting a 2-door. All right, here's an update. Don't judge me, okay? This is a work in progress, and I've never done it before. I'm so stressed out. Anyway, I decided not to record the whole process because I don't want to edit out like every other curse word, which is, there was a lot. But I'll show you what I got so far. Okay, again, it's not pretty, but I did get this piece on, and I put it on to a point where this taillight fits perfectly. And what I'm gonna eventually do is on this corner here, I'm gonna continue working this around until it's completely smooth, but I gotta be careful not to lose that corner. I need that corner, but I need to take this point. I need to take this point down a little bit without losing that corner, and then blend this all in right here. So I might leave this lip, or I might take it down completely. I don't know yet. I might take, I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far, but I did start to sand down on this while I was making this profile work. Okay, so that part is good to go for future body work. I've got this nice and straight. And eventually, I might not. I don't know if I'm gonna continue to leave a body line in there, because there is a body line on the vehicle itself, as you can see. Which it really isn't a body line. It's the top of the vehicle where everything was, where all this plastic garbage was attached. So maybe I'll fill that in. But the quarter panel does have a little bit of a curvature, so I probably will continue to scribe that line in and make it nice and make it nice and crisp. But I started cutting this out just to get an idea, and then I did put a piece of tubing in there, which I'll trim this one down. But this gave me the nice profile. So as it goes back, obviously this piece here is sunken below the body. So am I going to use this as support? Probably. I just started bending and gluing, and it seemed to be working out. So I put a piece of styrene to cover that hole, and I started filing on it that way. So this part is pretty good. A little bit of fill in there and some fill in down here, so that this will end up being completely smooth. I didn't remove this, but I probably still will. But I mean, this styrene is a lot, the vehicle styrene is a lot thicker than what I have. I mean, I do have two thicknesses, so I think this is the thinner one at the moment. Yeah, I believe this is the thinner one. So I'll go over it with the thicker sheet and go from there. But this is all going to be smooth. So before I go any further, I do want to get this side here to match up. This is going to be pretty sweet, the way this is going to smooth back, and then it's just going to be almost like a fastback. But picture that with that part of the door gone. So like I said, I know it's not pretty, but we're getting there. I'm gonna mock up the other side now with that piece. I'm trying to keep them as uniform as possible. Where did it go? Is this it? No, that's the inside piece. So, again, I've got this piece. I've got to work on the body a little bit itself. And once that's in, I basically brought that spoiler down, like, and I'll do this like what I did on this side. So, all right, let me get back to work. So, copying what you did on this side to match this side, not so easy. In fact, it's a little tough, because this side here is kind of like leaning in a little bit, and that happened, I guess, by accident, but I like the way it looks. Okay, that's going to be a nice smooth transition. But this side, when I put it on, I probably didn't cut them out the same. So it's hard to do this one-handed, but basically it was standing up more. So what I did was to try to get it somewhat uniform. This is all just temporary. I made a temporary skeleton coming off of that side so that I got the height and the length with two identical tubes that way. And then that way, and then I ran this tube where in the same location I've got that tube. So now I know where this tube and this tube lands inside that, and so that's what I'm going to be working with to get the angle the same. But I'm going to call it a night on that, because I need to walk away for a little bit. Yeah, so I need to take a breather. I wasn't planning on this taking so long to at least see if it'll work. I mean, I'm confident I can get it to look good and work. But I need to take a breather. I need to take a break. So I'm going to walk away from it for today. I'm going to go back on to YouTube because I have videos to catch up on. I didn't watch a lot last night, so I got to catch up on a few. So, anyway, I know you guys that have done this before are probably laughing your asses off at me right now. Going, this guy's an idiot. He has no clue what he's doing. You're right. I have no clue. I'm going to figure it out, though, and I'm going to make it look decent. So, once I get all of the, the styrene and stuff in and start working it, I mean, Bodywork. I mean, we've all worked with Bondo on cars before, right? So, how hard is it to, once I use my glue as welding, smooth that all out and then use the putty and just do a lot of sanding. So, like I said, if it don't work out, there's a trash can right there. It's fine. So anyway, all right, guys, appreciate it. Everybody have a great evening. Have a good, enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully I don't get messed around with on that tropical storm that's going to turn into a major hurricane, they say. So I don't want to lose time off of work. I like my hours. Even when the winds are kind of they don't want us out on the road. So all right, I'll leave it at that. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. See you next time.